that mean them can't stop ya. Youth, unstoppable, so now.
I say all when time the music don't play, me still a dance same way because it's just so sweet. Without tell like me love that song that you say, I got the goodies. Oh, go on and some of the family. Hope everybody is alright. Hope everybody hearing me well. Hope everybody is hearing me perfectly clear. If you can hear me clear, say yes, unstoppable. We are here, yo. Say yes, unstoppable. We are here, yo. Clear, 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 clear. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yes, all right. Can you guys hear me? Let's make sure so everybody hear me clear before me even continue to run on with this bag of talking. All right, Corinne. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Hi, unstoppable. Blessings. Blessings. Mary and Wagwan. All right. Come now, man. Somebody tell me if you not hear me clear. More make sure. Come on, I hear myself for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm not hearing myself. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? All right, loud and clear on yourself. Big up on yourself. All right, so guess what? Tonight is Wednesday night, which simply means we are at the middle of the week. Wednesday night is the middle of the week, I would think. Right? So, we're ready to get going and we are going to start the fun tonight. Right? Because you don't know, when it comes to Unstoppable show, we always have fun. Even though sometimes some of them kind of like a saddish, but at the end of the day, the show is always fun, entertaining, and vibrant. So tonight will be no different. We're going to listen to tonight's Carla and hear her experience that she wants to share with us. Because you know how we go already. We're there to support every single person that is a member of the Unstoppable family. And if you want something to share and you're calling and you say, Unstoppable, I want to share an experience, you know, so you go forward to a judgment-free zone where you're not going to get judged. Nobody now go criticize you. We just are going to talk and we share with opinions in a respectful way. So with that said, we are going to jump over to what the topic is tonight. All right then. So the topic tonight says, my baby dad left. Says he won't take care of his son if I won't be involved with him. What a little dirty piece of boy, eh? What a dirty man. Unna agree with me, people? My baby daddy left. Say him not take care of his son if I will not be with him. You know, say me, I gotta tell you no something. Enough man, tan so Me get for realize say enough man tan so. I mean I understand why some man do it. At the end of the day, the pitney are your own. You understand? Stand up to your responsibilities and stop talk about say. You know what? So, me not even go talk on that yet. Make we get to the topic and make the caller come share our experience before me get all in my feelings. Because I know I get in my feelings right now. You understand? Me not ready yet. So, remember, the caller is on the air right now and we're going to introduce the caller to the show. But before I do that, please remember the rules of Unstoppable Live show. We no disrespect my caller, meaning you don't disrespect my caller by calling my caller any names like fool, idiot, jackass, dunce, dummy. None of those names. Or else, my moderators will block you. All right? I have some moderators on this channel. Them no play if you use the block button. All right? You will get one warning, and after you get the warning, if you do it again, then you get blocked. All right? And if you're watching this stream after it has been posted to YouTube, after the live done, please comment in the comment section, but share your opinion in a respectful way. No disrespectful comments. All right? So with that said, Carla, good night. How are you?
Good night. How are you?
I'm good enough, kind of in the AC, but for some reason, me I sweat. I don't know why. But maybe it's what I'm drinking. Don't tell nobody. Shh.
What?
Shh. Mm-hmm. Shh. Daughter. Wait. I want nobody now look. Wait. Let me sneak one little sip first. Wait. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. You can continue now. So, you say you have something to share tonight and you want to get it out there so people can hear. And viewers, after the caller has finished sharing her experience, you can feel free to call in and share your opinion. All right, so Carla, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the platform so that you can share with us what is going on. All right, and where I feel the need to ask questions, I will jump in and ask you a question. All right?
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Good night, everyone, and good night again, Unstoppable. So I have this scenario that I want to put across to the viewers, the family, and I'm gonna take it back from where it all started. So years ago, like more than maybe about 16, 17 years ago, um, I met this guy and we started a relationship. Actually, I was I had just I had just gotten out of like I was had just gotten divorced or whatever. And then, I spent a little time by myself. Then I decided, okay, let's see what's gonna happen next. So I wanted to buy a house, and I went to this development area. These it's like these people do the development of the housing. So I went there to find out, what's the opening cost, or I mean, what's the down payment, what's the closing cost, or whatever, in order to get a house. So when I went there, I met this guy. We kind of knocked it off or kicked it off, and then we started talking to each other. We know how relationship goes. I was in Jamaica at that time, so we actually started the relationship and all that. So um everything was good. I mean, I didn't really see any evidence of any violence with this guy. I mean, I'm working, he's working. He would take care of stuff that we have to take care of. We ended up moving in together because are you hearing me?
Can hear you clear, Carla. Go right ahead. We're hearing you clear.
Okay, so we ended up moving in together. At that time, I was living by myself, right? And then after he was paying rent somewhere, I was paying my own rent, then we decided to let's combine and let's live together. So we started living together, and this was about June, maybe May, June, because I think it was the almost summer holiday. So we started living together, having a relationship. My family knew him, everything was good. So, um, after a while, we moved from that area because that point I was living in Jayhurst, Mobile. So then we moved from that area because I didn't want to be living in that area anymore. So we moved to Carla Gardens because we were combining income now, so we were able to pay a better rent and live in a better place. So we were there. Everything was good in the sense that um we we would have conflict just as everybody else, right? And I know I talk a whole lot, and I fuss a lot and I nag a lot, but I didn't see much to nag about because I didn't see any evidence of cheating, but it was just merely stuff, man stuff, like maybe don't flush your don't put the toilet seat up, just minor issues. So anyway, we ended up I actually decided that, well, it's time for I wanted a child, and we talked about it, and we actually planned it, and we kind of worked for it to happen. So after it happened maybe about November 2004 3. It happened November 2003. And you know when it happened, I think there was a little change in the person's. I know there may have been a change in me, but there was a change in him too, in the sense that he would maybe not being a drunkard, but he would drink like a lot more than he normally would. And the reason why I say that is like now I would start smelling alcohol in his breath and stuff like that. So, those were the things I would say, why you're drinking so much, save your money, stop drinking so much, stuff like that, that a woman would say to a man. So, I remember this particular night, we had an issue. I don't remember what the issue was about. And I said, no, 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 I'm skipping it. So, okay, so I didn't get to buy the house because then I found out that I was pregnant. And this is one thing I always say to myself: whenever I get pregnant, I am not going to take taxi. 'Cause at that time, I wasn't driving, I was kind of like taking taxi or whatever. But I decided that, you know what, I'm going to keep the house and I'm going to buy a car. So I went to the credit union. I got my money that I was saving for my house. I bought a car, And after I bought the car, then you gotta have the insurance money for the car. And that time insurance was maybe about 40,000 Jamaican dollars. So I had the insurance money and I had like extra money to use or whatever. So for this particular night we had a like a really strong discussion or whatever. And I know maybe I was arguing. I don't know what happened, but the next in another minute or so, I don't even know what time it was, I found myself on the floor. Like I was actually getting up off the floor. And when I got off the floor, I actually saw like blood on the floor and blood on the wall. And I touched my mouth and I realized that it was bleeding. So I'm like, I didn't know what was happening. So I said like, let's say his name is Kirk. I said, "What happened, Kirk? What happened, Kirk?" And he was like, "Oh, you got dizzy and you fell and you hit your head." And I'm gonna say this: I didn't know because I was knocked out. I was like blocked out. I just woke up, saw the blood. I'm like, "Oh my God, what happened? What happened?" And he said, "Well, you got this and you blocked out because maybe it's because you're pregnant. You got this and you block out and you drop a ground." So I said, okay. I said, well, you got to take me to the hospital at that time. I went to Mobile Hope 'cause that's where I was doing my visit for my prenatal care, something like that, whatever it is. So I went to Montego Bay Hope, Mobile Hope. We took care of that. I got like 4 stitches in my lip, my top lip to the left, and I just believe that yeah, maybe I was dizzy and I fell. I remember I was making tea, so I didn't make a whole lot of it because I didn't have any evidence to say anything like he abused me because I didn't remember, I didn't know what happened. So I'm like, okay, I just took his word for it because I'm gonna tell you, I have not seen up to that time. I haven't seen any evidences of abuse. None. I haven't seen the only thing I would say he did was like drink a little bit too much. So I would smell it, but not to the extent where he would be doing crazy stuff and cussing and stuff like that. Right? Because he had a really good job and he was making a lot of money. We didn't have any money issues and all of that. So, but anyway, this particular time, his folks from St. Catherine, like Spanish Town. His dad was in Spanish Town at that time. So this particular weekend, we decided, okay, well, let's go look for your dad in Spanish Town. So he drove his car. I didn't drive my car. So we went to Spanish Town. And I think that was about maybe about February 2005, 2004. 'Cause it was 2003, like November, that thing happened. And then about February 2004, the next year, January, February, thereabout, I don't remember. But anyway, I was pregnant. It wasn't showing a lot. So I know it was like in a real long time. We went to Spanish Town. Some of his friends were having a party somewhere, so we went to the party. After we went, while we were at the party, he was like drinking a lot because you know how people party in Jamaica, you get free drink and all of that. You don't have to pay, you get your food and all that. So I was saying to him, I said, "Why you drinking so much and you have to drive?" So apparently that didn't go well with him. Um, and he was very upset because I think I was kind of fussing about him drinking and all that. And anyway, that night we were going home. Well, while we were going home, no, I remember there was his stepmom and his dad. I think sometimes they have come. I didn't know them that well, but she had told me like that day, in the day she told me that well he said he can't help his dad with any money because he has to give me like he has to pay the rent, do all the bills and all that, so he won't have any money to give them. So I said that to him, and I think it was an inappropriate time because when I said it to him, I'm like, it may have been the way I said it to him too, because sometimes we have a way of saying things. But I said to him, I like, why you tell Auntie say, you have to give me all the money, I mean, you can't give them the money. Why you tell her that? You're not supposed to tell her that because I lie. So, with that being said, he got very upset. He was driving, and I know he had drank a little bit too much, maybe a lot too much that night. And that was, I mean, I don't know if I had told anybody this, but that was like the most scariest. I think I'm making my own words up now, but that was the most scariest time of my life. And it's the only time I've ever in a discussion and I just shut my mouth because I was scared for my life. And this is what he did. He was very upset and he was saying things like, you know, first he was driving the car like I don't know if it's because he was drunk or if because he was doing it deliberately. But he was zigzagging the car across the road. Like on the way home, he was driving in a zigzag fashion, right? And then he was saying like, um, "You want me to crash this? What's it? Not car? You want me to crash this car and just kill it two away?" That's what he said, and I just have to say it like that because that's how we said it. You know, you want me to crash this car and kill it two away? And I didn't say another word. It was the first time in my life I have been in a discussion or been in an argument and just keep my mouth shut. I was so scared for my life that night. So anyway, we eventually went to the house. When we went to the house, I went in. I sat on the veranda because I was very shaken up, apparently. And then I said, then when he came in, he was saying like, oh, I'm so sorry. I drink too much and forgive me. And, I wouldn't crash the car. It was just me being crazy. I didn't say anything because I was still in a state of shock because I was in Spanish Town, Bagua. I didn't know. Hold on.
All right, so Mr. Menelva in the building. Bless up Menelva while we're waiting on the caller real quick. All
Yes,
right,
I'm back. I'm back. I'm
go
back.
ahead, go ahead.
Yes, yes. I didn't know anybody. Well, I had a friend in Greater Portmore, but I didn't know anybody in Spanish Town, and it was like way in the night. I'm like, oh my god. So anyway, I ended up stayed to the house that night. That says his dad and his stepmom and some kids. So I stayed at the house that night. And I remember in the room, and then he came back in the room, and he was first he apologized, and he came and he was upset again, and he was like, what you tell Auntie say, what you tell Auntie say, you tell Auntie say, allow me to tell, and I don't remember how it happened, but that boy, or man, whatever, he draped me like he grabbed the back of my pants, like I think in Jamaica they say they drape you. Him drape me up in the back of my pants, right? And the way he did it, it tore the whole of my pants off because it was like a really tight pants. But I was in the room anyway. So I was really, really frightened at this time. And I went and I just kind of sat in the living room because I didn't want them to know what was going on, I think. And it was really the first I've seen him like that. But anyway, and I was thinking, like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Because I'm not gonna drive with him again, and I'm not gonna. I mean, that's it for me. So anyway, the next morning, I remember going into the kitchen, and his stepmom, she was in the kitchen, and she was like making breakfast. So he came in there again, and this is like the third instance. He came in there again, and he started fussing with me like because at this point I realized that he was crazy. So I'm not gonna even initiate any discussion or any fussing with him. And he came in the room in the kitchen and he started fussing again about the same scenario, about the same situation, about money and all that. Why I told her that, why she said that to me and why just all these lies and stuff. But anyway, he attempted to hit me. I know he raised his hand at me, and I took a knife up and I said, if you ever touch me, I got about your what's it not. So anyway, when I did it, when I said that, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna call the police. And I attempted to call the police, and the lady, his aunt, his stepmom, whatever, she said, look, don't call the police because if you call the police, they're gonna evict us. And then I said to myself, because I remember in previous conversations, because we would have conversations about his family before I even met them. And he told me that his dad had bought the house. So when she said that to me, I said, you know what? But he said that the house was paid for. And she said, no, a rent house we live in now. A rent house we live in now. And any police call over here, so them I got evict we. So you can't call the police. So I did not call the police at that time. And then after thinking about some things that he had said, I told myself, I said, you know what? I think that boy was the one who hit me that night. So I start reflecting now, and I said that night when I after I got the hit and everything, went to the doctor. The next day I went to where my family is from in Hanover, and I remember the let's say I got stitches on the left side of my mouth, right? The right side of my head had a knot, and that's the side that was hurting. And I thought it was very strange. Why is it this side of my head hurting when it's the other side got the stitches or got the cut? So now everything started kind of coming to me, and forgive me, God, if I just assume wrong, but it started coming to me, and I said, you know what? I think that guy had hit me that night, and the way he hit me, it just knocked my tail out. So I wasn't even able to remember anything. And because I wasn't able to remember anything, because I would have called the police on him, he just told me that I fell, and I didn't have any proof or any evidence to say he hit me because I had not seen any aggression in him prior to that scenario in St. Catherine, right? So anyway, I just had to throw that in. So when I told him that if he touched me, I'm gonna stab him, I had a friend in Spanish Town, and I called her. Actually, she was living in Greater Portmore. So I called her. When I called her, I told her the situation. I said, look, I'm gonna have to leave here. I need to come by you. And bottom line is his dad, because he run taxi in Spanish Town. He was a taxi operator. He still is. And I told him, I said, look, drop me at my friend's house. And I said, don't tell the guy where I'm going. Don't say anything to him. Because at this point I didn't have an ounce of trust in him. You understand? So anyway, I say, you know what? He dropped me at my friend's house and everything. And after he dropped me there, I wait there till in the evening because he dropped me there early in the morning. So I waited there till maybe about 2, 3 o'clock, and then she dropped me to the bus stop. I took a bus from Spanish Town to Montego Bay. When I reached Montego Bay, I called my brothers where my car was, and I said, "Look, one of you come and get me because we got in a conflict, and I'm not gonna ride with him no more." So I took a bus, and so I went home to my family's house at that moment. So when my friend called me to check on me to see if I reached home, she told me that, you know what? I am so happy you didn't ride with him because after she dropped me, she saw him like going into all the buses, like the mobile bus stop. He was looking in all the buses to see if he saw me. And she saw him because she knew him, but he didn't see her. So I'm like, what a craziness, because after that thing happened the night and I was so scared for my life, I told myself, you know what? I am not going to ride with him again. And the fact that was abuse to me, right? But the main fact that he actually decided that he was going to crash the car, which he didn't. Then he draped me. Then he started with all that verbal arguing. I'm like, no, this is not something that I'm going to do. So, you ready for your break, Unstoppable?
Come on, go ahead, continue.
Okay.
We have five
So,
minutes to go.
so okay, so that's so that part ends. So when I got down, like, then I started staying. I think I went back to the house, and he came from Kingston all by himself. I went back to the house. So at that moment, I don't remember how it ended up, but I told him, I said, look, I think you were the one who hit me in November. I say, you're not going to acknowledge it, but I think you hit me because the way you did and the way you draped me and everything that you did in Spanish Town, because you know I didn't have anybody there like who, and I didn't want your family to know I was going through all that because it's not like it was something that was happening. So I said, I think you hit me, and I think I'm gonna report this because I have doctors. I have the doctor's notes and stuff to show that I got a hit, but I didn't report it. But I told him, I said, look, um, we can't have any relationship anymore because one thing I'm not gonna let a man do is to abuse me. I said, me not make no man. My father never touched me. So no man not touch me. And any day you touch me, I gonna make my six brother them done you. Which that was just like a little lame threat. But I told him that. And I say, you know what? That's it. So we went our separate. There was, and I think he was a little bit scared that I said that. So but anyway, we broke up at that time because he was saying, "Oh, he's sorry. He never mean for that to happen. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I may love you. me love the baby and this and that and all of this cock and bull story." And I told him, I said, "Look, this is what happened with people. When you do it one time, you say you're sorry. When you almost crash your car, you told me you're sorry. When you treat me, you tell me you're sorry. Then the next morning you come and ready for the craziness. What you that tell me say, you're sorry too? We said this not gonna work. So um at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? It just not gonna work. But at that time, I have my own goals and dreams and everything plotted out for me. So I said, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. So I left, we separated. I went back to my family's house to live with everything, had my child. And so during that time, he would like, we wouldn't have a relationship or anything, but every now and again he would kind of call, right? So anyway, after I had my child, that was 2005 July, I had my child. I reached out to him because I don't know, when you have a child, for women who have kids, it's just like there's a feeling you have where you really want the child's father to be there to share that bond. I don't know, but I felt that. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to forgive his tale, but I'm going to let him be my son's father. Right? So when I didn't have I had my son in the US and I went to Jamaica, and we kind of convened and I lay the cards on the table. I told him, I said, look, I don't want a relationship with you because I know how that's gonna turn out. And but I want you to be my son's father. I want you in his life because you know the history of certain things that happened with me, and I want my child to grow up with his father. And this is what the I don't know if I can cuss on here, but and this is what he said. He told me blatantly, he said, look, if me can't get you, me not gonna take care of your pitney, right? So I'm like, I mean, I was kind of shocked and shaken, but I think he was just saying that for joke. All right. So now I said it's 2005, 2005,
But
2004. He
Carla,
was
I'm
born.
curious. I'm curious. So when him said that to you,
Uh-huh.
even though you say you think him just said that for joke, what was your response though? Because bear in mind, this is a man who say, if you don't want me, then me not gonna take care of a child that is mine.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your response to that?
Well, you see, at that specific time, I don't remember my specific response. Honestly, it's like
But
I
wouldn't
was when I.
something wouldn't something like that anger you though? I mean, think about this now. You are a mother, and to hear the father of your child tell you, listen, unless me and you are gonna be together, then the pitney they not take care of. Wouldn't that anger you? I mean, tell me.
I guess let me tell you, I think I was upset with the fact that he said it, and it may have angered me, but I was more. I was very self-reliant and, have my own money, my own income, whatever. So I'm like, well, me not want you. Me not go there with you. So if you're not gonna take care of your pitney, well, I just say it have to go. Cause me not want you. Cause me know you're a woman abuser,
And
right?
exactly,
So
Tony Tough make a very valid point a while ago. Which part the joke there? Because there is no joke in a man telling the mother of him child, say, me not take care of the pitney unless. You understand? I mean, there is nothing, if you say, well,
so
he probably that run a joke, that's so.
right. Well, as I said at that time, I'm just like, you know what? Me not really I go follow it up.
Mm-hmm.
Me not know because a long time ago. You understand?
All right,
I'm gonna
Carla.
say, well,
All right, so we're at the
break.
30-minute mark now, and we're going to just take a little quick water break so you can refresh your throat and come back while I do the shout outs. So do your little water break, and I will come right back to you in a few seconds, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so first of all, I want to welcome all the newbies here to the Unstoppable Show tonight. If tonight is your very first time on this platform and someone invited you, I want to say welcome and big up to the person that invited you. Or if you just happen to bounce up on the channel tonight and you say, wait, the man, that story has sound interesting, that channel has sound interesting, make sure that you subscribe because we actually do this 3 nights a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 9 p.m. All right, so you don't want to miss the next shows, right? So welcome to the Unstoppable Live Show. And if you're listening without commenting, jump in the comment section and say good night. I am new here, and listen. You're going to get a warm welcome from the Unstoppable Army. That's what they are. All the regulars, they are considered the Unstoppable Army. And we all will welcome you with open arms to become a part of the family. All right? Now, I want to say thank you to the persons that contributed to the show so far because you don't know, there are a few of you that shows support to the show each and every night. So I want to say thank you to the persons that contributed via Super Chat. I want to say Andrina Anthony was the very first person to jump out and contributed via Super Chat. Thank you, Andrina. And then David Bartley. Thank you, David. Gary Logan, my brother. Blessings. Gary Logan came in. And also Jacqueline Chang, Althea Jones, and Menelva Unstoppable. Thank you so much. And there came Kerry Unstoppable rolling in with a super chat as well to say Unstoppable, love the show. Thank you so much to all the persons who contributed via super chat tonight. Now, I want to big up to the people who also contributed by PayPal or Zelle. I want to say thank you to Christine Johnson, Donna Wilson, Sophia James, and Julie33. Big up yourself, Julie. Mitzi McIntosh, welcome to the show. Wagwan. And Maya Ellis, big up yourself. See Carmen all roll out with a super chat. Thank you so much, Carmen. That is appreciated. Sweet Like That is here as well. Big up yourself, Sweet Like That. Debbie Reed, welcome. All right. Now, let's get back to the Carla. Hope she don't get her water break and her throat done fresh up and thing. Carla, are you still with us? Yeah, so like the Carla sip on some water. and all a true little
Yeah.
piece of ice. So the hear her? Shh, me let out her secret. All right, before I even let the Carla continue, I want to remind everyone here that, listen, you can sign up to become an Unstoppable official. If you notice, there are some persons here rocking their badges beside their names. Those are the Unstoppable officials, all right? And watch out, no man, Big Reese come rolling out with a super chat as well. And Marie Swaby, thank you so much. I appreciate you all for contributing to the show. I see the peaceful sister checking in late, but it's better late than never. Carla, continue then, no, because we want to hear the rest of what go on.
Okay, so all right. So he made that clear that if he wouldn't, I mean, if I don't want to be in a relationship with him, then he won't take care of the child. So I'm like, as I said before, I was kind of self-reliant, and I know I wasn't gonna be in a relationship with him. So I think I just kind of I was maybe mad, irritated, whatever. But I know I had like my family there, and everybody's kind of there to run around me because I had pretty much moved back home where I was living prior to me moving or whatever. So after that happened, no, I moved. Let me see. Yeah, after that happened, I kind of moved to the US, all that stuff, and change of employment, all that good stuff. And but when I went back to Jamaica because during that time I still like I think every now and again I would kind of ask him, so wait, you know, take care of the child for true and stuff like that. So I said to myself, when I went back, I think it was 2010, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I went to Jamaica 2009. So when I went to Jamaica 2009, at that time my son was 5 years old. So my friend was still living in Spanish Town. Now she was living in Spanish Town because she had bought a house in Spanish Town. So I linked up with her and I went to Spanish Town. When I went to Spanish Town, I called my son's grandfather because I didn't have any number for the father. After a while, I kind of like lost contact. So when I called the father, the grandfather, he said, okay, yeah, because as I said earlier, he's a taxi man. He still does that. So he said, okay, yeah, who's this? And he asked me, you know, is so and so, because he remembered me from that time way back. He said, okay. And he came and he was talking to us and he called the guy and he said to the guy, he said, look, it's the one little boy over here, so I did stamp you when you were in liquor, right? Bearing in mind, the guy had not seen his kid, and the kid was 5 years old at that time, you know, and the granddad hasn't seen him either. So I didn't even know that the granddad knew where he was. So, but at this point, he had moved back to Spanish Town and he was working at Bog Walk. I think there was another housing development in that area, or based on what he said. So the granddad ended up taking us to his workplace and all of that. So now I'm like, you know, we started having this conversation again. And I said to him, I said, so you really not take care of, you really not take care of your child? And he was like, no, me not take care of him because, well, I don't think he said it in that term or in that way, but he still implies that he was not going to do it, right? Because I told him like 5 years, and it's like 5 years now, and you haven't done anything. And I said, how much money you have? You know, I'm like kind of like that sometimes with him. Used to be like, how much money you have? You need to pay like 5 years worth or whatever. And he said, you know what? Only 4,000. I can't get to. Me take you. So I can safely say, or I can sadly say, or bitterly say, the only money I've gotten from him since I had my son was 2,000 Jamaican dollars, 2005. So anyway, that was July 10th because I know July 11th was going to be my son's birthday. So he told me, he said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to come and we're going to take him out and we're going to celebrate his birthday. And I'm kind of still hoping that, okay, yes, well, he may have thought about it, thought that we were striving and now he want to participate. He never showed up that day.
So Clara Duval say why you never give the boy one thump in him back. So that me I wonder too, you know.
And that me should I do, yes. So anyway, he didn't show up, but his father showed up. So my son's grandfather came, brought him to KFC, buy him KFC and chicken and stuff, him birthday and all of that, and brought him back. So so that was that. So I didn't see him again after that because now I live up here. I mean, I live in the US.
There is
So I
one
don't really
question we
see
more have to
him.
ask you. Carla,
Mm-hmm.
one question that is it just a linger in my mind. How old is your son now?
Oh, my son is 15. He's going to be 16 this year.
And how long has it been since your son seen father?
That 2005, 2009, when he was 5.
Which is how many years? Tell me.
About 11 years.
Your son not seen father for about 11 years. So that means him father not contributing in his life none at all for 11 years.
No, it's not for 11 years. Contribute to 15 years and 11.
Because
How
for him
much
left he
months?
not contribute none
16
at all.
years. Contribute at all. Make no contribution.
But him just not see him for 11 years.
But I don't even think he don't remember even that time when he saw him. He don't remember that time because he did 5, so I don't remember that time.
What is?
But yeah.
Let me ask you now. So what is it like for your son now? Does your son want to meet his father? Is that something that your son wants?
Well, Well, initially, no. I mean, right now, well, let me say this. Initially, I was trying to find the father because I always wanted my son to know know his father. He has a
My
picture of
question to
him
you
and
is
everything.
why? My question to you right there
Why?
is why, because if him no want to be a part of the child's life, why is it that you want the child to be a part of him life? That is my
No, no, no,
question.
no, no, no. Hold on, hold on. Me no
Mm-hmm.
want the child to be a part of him life.
Mm-hmm.
Me just want the child to know that his father exists because in this system where it's like a whole lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
When you have Father's Day and father come to school with the kids and this, it's a whole lot, it's like an emotional turmoil on the kids who don't have fathers.
Right.
You
That is
understand what
all
I'm
right. But
saying?
Carla, I
And
understand that. I understand that part of it, right? But listen to what I'm saying now. It's an emotional roller coaster for the kids who don't have fathers when it comes to Father's Days and stuff like that. But at the same time, we don't need the child to have a father in his life that doesn't want to be in his life. That right there is an emotional issue right there,
yeah,
as a
but
matter of fact.
listen to me. I
Mm-hmm.
know that. And my thing is not for him to have a father, for him to actually act to be a part of the dad's life.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the whole satisfaction of knowing that, yes, I have a father. This is his name. This is where he is. And he have that knowledge. So at the end of the day, he can say, well, yes, he knows that the father exists. The father just not mind him. That is my concept.
Let me
You
ask you this. Let me
understand?
ask you this,
And
Carla.
listen to me. Wait,
All right,
listen
go
to
ahead,
me.
go ahead,
Listen
go ahead,
to
go
me.
ahead, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to just give you a little synopsis with me. And this is why I'm thinking that way. Okay. So my father, I was like in a nuclear family, everything going good and all of that. And I'm not gonna go into all of that. But at 9 years old, my father, he was a shoemaker, but he used to work in the US. 9 years old, everybody get ready, waiting for him to come, and he never show up. He never come home, right? He never come home from the US. He not come home. I'm now 10, past to go high school. Always I say, okay, then I'm gonna get new shoes from foreign this and that when my father did. 11 years old, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. My sister died. 17, 18, 19, 20. Grandmother died. Well, I think she died before that. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, blah, 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 blah. I still wonder where my father is. You understand me? I say. So my thing is, I know he was wondering based on things that he said, because there are times when there will be scenarios and he was said, oh, I wish dad was here to help you with me. You understand? So those are scenarios that I had to deal with, and I had to like push on certain things. And I said, well, I'm gonna try to find him, see what's going on with him, not where I'm gonna promise to have him back in his life for an emotional roller coaster ride. Because I know that as a kid, I was still trying to figure out, or still hoping and still thinking that my father would come back and would still be a part of our life. And I didn't see my father again until I was 25 years old.
All right, Carla. So Derek C. Williams, and Derek, I hope you're calling upon this after when the phone lines open. Derek C. Williams just made a valid point. After all these years, don't you think that the father is the one who should have been making an effort to try and find the child and be a part of his life?
I understand what you're saying, but then he should make an effort. And that's where I'm gonna boil down. That's gonna be boiled down to. Did I say that right? Yeah, he should make an effort. He definitely should. But he did. I don't think he did, because I think if somebody made an effort to find somebody, they would find regardless. So no, he didn't make any effort. So I'm still blaming him for that.
He's the only one to be blamed. There is no other contributing factor there. He's the only one to be blamed. He's the one that walk out on the child because you never want
Mm-hmm.
him no more. And years
Right.
passed, and him still no make an attempt to say, let me try and be a part of my child's life. So who is to be blamed there other than him? Right?
I
At the end of the day, see, I understand you wanting to make sure that your son knows his father. I understand that, right? But at the same time, At the same time, do you want your son to know a father who, for years, didn't want to be a part of his life? You see, we have to look at it that way, because you need to know
Yeah,
you need to know what you're introducing your son to, as a matter of fact, who you're
exactly. That's
introducing your son
exactly
to,
right.
right? Because it has been
Mm-hmm.
years, and you don't want your son to meet this man with any kind of hopes of, well, let's see if I can have a father and son relationship with him, and then it turns out where your son get hurt in the end because this man never wanted to be a part of his life to begin with.
And I know that too, and that's why I have not done it.
But
You
continue,
understand?
continue,
I
go
know
ahead.
that too. So, okay. So let me did read. Anyway, bottom line, he wasn't a part of it. And after the 2005, anyway, um, over the years, I would still his granddad would still call and check on him and stuff. But at one point, he said, "Well, me no know where Jack there now. Let's say name Jack. Me no know where Jack there now because they had conflict over the years. He and his dad had conflict, so they didn't have like a good relationship, right? So bottom line is they had conflicts. He didn't know where it was, but he would still call and check into um he would still call and check into to see how he's doing. And when I go to Jamaica, he would want to come see him, and I'm like, no, I didn't, because number one, I don't really trust people like that around my child, and I wasn't gonna try to go see him anymore, like anyway. So anyway, at some point, like the other day, something came up, and I said, okay, let me find out where the granddad is, because it always bothers me that he don't know his dad. So anyway, I went ahead and I called the granddad again, and he let me know that, well, the dad is living here in the U.S. and he would go ahead and you know make some contact and all of that. Eventually, um, I got a call earlier this week, and the call was the dad. So I was kind of shaken because, yes, I was trying to see where he is or if he's still living, but it wasn't at the point where I really didn't even think that it would happen. So my thing
Hold
is,
on, hold on.
and
So,
this
so,
is
so let's make sure that everybody understand what you say a while ago. You say you reach out to the grandfather because you want to connect with the father, right?
just to have an idea, probably if he's still living, and to have a knowledge of what, just maybe eventually,
And then all of a
even
sudden, you
eventually,
get a call from the father after all these years.
after all these years, all of a
Me
sudden you
kind
get
of
a call.
interested to hear where this a go. Continue. Let me hear why I call you for now.
So now, when him call me, it's like, first, anyway, we end up talking, and I did lash out and tell him about the reason why I'm not talk to him, and the abuse, and I call it abuse, because there's no way in hell me would have stay with him after he draped me up, because nobody not drape me up and get away. So I mean, I told him about all those things, and it's like he just came right back and said he's sorry. He's sorry all of that happened, and he hope me can forgive him, and this and that and whatever. But my thing is, I don't, apart from the phone number, I don't know. I don't really have any concrete detail of him, right? So, and even I kind of do my little research here and there, and nothing pops up. I can't find anything at all. So now I'm thinking, did he lie? And I kind of said it to him. I said, I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about you, because number one, your name not show up nowhere. It's like your name not show up. I mean, there's nothing that shows up to even say that. I mean, for me to have some concrete information that's you. I mean, that you're legit and everything is good, because I know that based on past experience that he's like a trickster. He's a little trickster. So I mean, there are certain things that I don't believe a word that was said in the conversation. And this is what I said to him. and I said this to him, I think it's another day. My thing was, I told him, I said, unless I can have concrete evidence that you are a upstanding citizen, I want to see a copy of your driver's license. If you say you're a U.S. citizen, I want to see the passport. If you say you're whatever, I want to see everything. I want your address. I want where you work. Until then, I will not let you even talk to my son. You're not gonna be a part. And I have to know, I have to see what you're up to because you have not contributed at all to him. And I am not going to allow you, after I've worked so hard for us to be emotionally stable. After I've worked so hard for that over the past 16, 15 years, there is no way in earth I am going to allow you near my son. So that's what I said to him. And I told him, I said, I have to see proof and evidence, everything to show that you are not going to come in my son's life and break his heart
But
because
I'm
me not trust
but
you.
I'm curious, what did he call you for at that point? What him call you for? What was his reason for calling? Why him say when him call you? How did he feel for no say years past when him not see him son? What was his, I mean, what kind of words him could have possibly formulate for said to you? Well, this is the reason why I haven't been a part of my child's life for all these years. What was said?
Well, based on what him said, he was not, well, I don't know why I say, he was like in a place emotionally unstable and he used to drink a lot and this and that. And, he did hit rock bottom. And everything, at the end of the day, everything leads right back to him. You understand? Because then, and this is why me know say I just cock and bull crap. Then him start talk about hard life he get up here. And me tell him straight up, Mr. Look, me no want hear nothing about you and your life. Because the 15 and a half years, ask me nothing, oh, this or that. My son asthmatic, he's sickly, me in the hospital day in, day out. Me do all of this by myself, especially me move up here by myself. So, Mr. Me no want hear nothing but you and your hard life. Me no want hear it. Me no want hear it. I don't want to hear it. You understand? So this is my thing that I'm throwing out there tonight. Even though I've made my decision and even though I have an idea, because my son is my heartbeat. Without my son, I would definitely not be in existence.
I mean, I agree
You
with Clara.
understand?
Clara
So
Duval said him should have shame for even call. Him should have, listen, honestly, me agree. Him should have shame for even
he
call.
should have shipped for Carl, yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Him should have shame for call because what kind of man? Listen, it no matter how much him drink. It no matter what kind of problems him did have got through. At the end of the day, years past, him should have make some kind of attempt to connect with this child. Him should have make
And you,
some kind of attempt.
right. And in problem now, though. In problem is he is worried. He is worried now that I'm gonna get child support on his ass. Because he mentioned that. He said, oh, I take courage and call you. And I hope you don't set child support on me. That's what he said.
And that's him I worry about. After all these
That is
years,
what he's after 16
him should have
years,
come
when you not put
willing.
nothing.
Fi come contribute to the child's life. What you mean by child support? That him I worry about?
He shouldn't even mention
That
that.
is that's even more reason for you should have hang up your phone pan him and say, listen, you know what? Goodbye. Honestly.
Yeah. So so that's where it's at right now because I haven't told my son anything, and I'm not gonna tell him that, oh, because I don't even know where the man is. I don't know the man's name, and I said I don't know his name because I put in his name and stuff. I have a paid app, and his name not show up. So I'm like, who the heck is he? So now I don't know if he's going under a different name. I mean, me not know. So me tell him, I say, unless you can give me a snapshot of your driver's license, your passport, everything, your address and everything, I will not even Mr. Look, me not even why you call me. Mr. When I get off the phone with you, I should have more information.
You know something,
When I got off
Carla?
the phone with you,
You know
what?
something? I'm tempted to ask you this question, because something just a nudge me in the back of my mind. Something just a nudge me and I say,
Ask me the
unstoppable,
question,
ask her this.
man.
Something just a nudge me and I say,
Ask
unstoppable. When him call you, it sound like him a try to look you again.
when him call me, as somebody the boy they look. Because this is what the boy say. This is the happiest day in life. And when they hope to one day like this happen where me and him and my son can be a family, like a happy family. You understand? I'm a happy like Mr. What you talk about? Mr. Number one, me not look nobody. Mr. Me not look nobody and me not want have nothing to do with you. The only thing me want you talk about is how you going to contribute to my child. They said that's all me want you to say. I say my child because of my child. Because you never in the picture. You know did it. One picture up on the headboard say yes, that's how my father look. And that's pretty much it. So me not look nobody. And if when we talk, learn nothing after the conversation, the one step closer to who you are, me no want me tell me straight up, me say, look, me no want you call me. Cause me not call you and me not talk to you. We not in no discussion because we not build no relationship. You understand? So me tell him. So
Maybe
bottom line,
yo, listen to me. Yeah, hurt me, I didn't call her. God know you hurt me tonight, Yeah, hurt me
come
because
know which
listen
man,
me
which
upset tonight for that brother, yeah. Because honestly, this is why me upset. At things like this give man bad name. At things like this give man bad name. And listen, your situation is not isolated. It happened on a regular. I know you alone go through this. Right? I know you alone go through this. Enough man out there do the same little foolishness. You know?
Yeah.
Yo, listen me, man. So at this present moment right now, him still a try to talk to you or him a try to be a part of the child life?
Let me tell you something. I think he is trying to feel me out. Like him a try to see if me would have interested in him. You understand me? Because me said to him, me say, and I mean me go and say this. Me say, look, where your money or your money stay or your money stay. Because right now I mean do 15 and a half years to help him. Me say, oh your money stay. Because right now if you go come in to help him, you have to come in with some money. You understand? You have to come in to help him financially, right? When me see like that they work now, then we can say, okay, maybe you're serious. Because people say like, oh, it's not all about money. Yes, to me right now, it's all about money. Because for a kid, if you're not provide financially, then it don't make no sense. That's how me see it right now. You have to, for you being an absent father for years, and you they go come in with nothing, it don't make no sense.
Me I go tell you something, Carla. Me I go warm up the phone lines because me done gone over time. But listen, me I go tell you something, and this is my opinion. Me not feel like your son need this man. Your son do 16 years without him. Me not feel like him need him. No, your son is almost an adult, right? And to be honest, that is your son's decision to make whether him want to meet him for whatever his reasons are. Maybe him just want looking at the man face. We abandon him for 16 years and say, all right, me looking at your face and turn my back on you. Or maybe your son is going to come out to be something positive in life, or your son can walk up in front of him face and say, look for me and your son, and turn him back on him. But me not feel like you should be trying to even make this man be a part of your son's life unless your son want it, right? That is my opinion. And I guarantee when the phone lines open, a lot of the callers are going to call in and share the same sentiments. Them are going to say the same thing. Because listening to what you said, right? Listening to what you said, this man no mean your son no good. This man only interested in a you, right? And from the moment him walk out of his son life, him no look back. And then when time him connect with you again, the most important part him talk about best day of him life because he want to see if you and him can have a family. Come on, man. Him ask you how your son been doing over the years for 16 years. Did he ask that question?
Well, I mean, I think so, I mean, I remember.
Him ask you how your son eat for 16 years. Him ask you how your
No,
son wear
sir.
clothes for 16 years. Him ask you how your son doing in a school for 16 years. Him not gonna ask none
I
of
hear,
those questions.
but listen to this now. Hear what the idiot has said now. I talk about say, oh yes, because after me tell him yesterday, Mr. Look, it's the second time I talk to him, Mr. Look. You have to get yourself start out and me have to know who you really is before me even fi tell me fitness say me know where you're there, right? And he must say like, oh, yeah, he must forget himself start out and he must think about say, oh, Jordan, I mean, oh, my son now more years old and he must think say next to more years in they go to college. Listen, me know why you think about college and them shit there because guess what? You have to think about what he need now after you provide what he need get for 16 years. So me know why you think about that because me knows that that's our next yard. You tell me say me no want no promises, me no want hear nothing from you, me just want to see action. So, I mean, that's pretty much it.
All right, well, me go open up the phone lines in a call and me don't tell them my opinion and me go hear what the rest of callers are going to call in right now and what opinion they have. But I'm quite sure they are going to tell you if Lego the old worthless man and not even care if you want to talk to him no more or even make him even talk to your son. Now, that is not our decision to make. We only can, say our opinion to the matter,
Right. That's
But at
fine.
the end of the
Yeah.
day, unless your son want to meet this man, me not feel like
Mhm.
you should push the issue, to be honest. And I think that's a conversation
Okay.
you should have with your son, right? I think that's a conversation you should have with him. You should have with him, right? And make your son make the decision. But at the same time, you have to tread lightly. You have to be careful because you don't want your son go meet this man, right? And him turn out to be a disappointment to your son.
All over again. Yeah.
You
That's
understand?
true.
Because then your son is going to
Mhm.
get crushed. Because him do without him for 16 years, Him can continue to do without him.
Exactly.
Him can
That's
continue to do
exactly
without him.
right.
So thanks a lot for calling in. Let's listen in to hear what the callers have to say about this one. Because I'm quite sure this will get people upset like how it have me upset. Me can hear the phone and me can feel the phone a vibrate already.
Okay.
So people don't call in. So bless up yourself, Carla, and we will listen what the callers have to say tonight. All right?
All right.
Blessings. Listen me, people. Listen me. Me don't know if this one have to eat it. And you see, because me is a man, because I'm a man, and that's why I'm so upset, about this thing, Because us as men, we go through this on a regular where we hear women talking bad boy, and it make it sound like no good man no exist. Derek, allow me to tell Derek, men like these,
Everything you
men like these make us seem like make it seem like good man no exist, right, Derek?
agree. Shout out and respect due to one call Unstoppable Live. Everything you told that lady was right and exact, but you also have to understand too, Unstoppable is that it's in women's nature try to nurture and try to smooth over stuff. The men, if we see a situation that we know is irreconcilable, we just simply cut it off at the core. So what you told her was right and exact, but you can hear in her voice, she almost sounds like she's hell bent to make the son go to the father. And the fact is that the lady had just said a second ago that she didn't have any information to track him down.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine when I was in the military. At this time, there was no internet, and he got a woman pregnant. I know she was pregnant. I know for a fact she was pregnant by him, but he stayed in California. We were stationed in Virginia. He was getting out of the military, and I was getting out of the military about 2 months after him. So
Mm-hmm.
I knew he was taking off. So he left. So that was in 1989. This is 2020. So you probably got a 30-year-old person in Virginia that don't know their father. And I'm saying that to say this. This is quite common in America. I don't know how they do over in the West Indies,
Mm-hmm.
but over here in America, what a lot of men will do a lot of times is say, look, if I can't have you, I don't want to have nothing to do with nothing. And don't even bring the child around me. And they tell these women that.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is that if the woman is fool enough, if she's dumb enough to accept those terms, he eventually gonna start, if not beating on her, he's going to start having sex with other women because he won't have respect for her. And so she's really kind of putting herself in a corner if she takes this guy back. But in this woman's case, it sounds like she's just really hell bent on making the child, um, you know, have a relationship. But she should talk to the son. But first and foremost, the daddy should, if he's in America and that woman is in Jamaica, he should swim his ass across the Atlantic and get to Kingston and go find his son. That's what he should be doing.
But he should
It's
have
not
done
for
that
the
years ago, Derek. He should have done
what
that
what it
years ago, not just now.
what, well it at this point, like you kept using the phrase 16 years. That's water under the bridge now. There's no way they can make that up. The only thing he can do from this point forward is he take his ass from America and get to the islands.
Right, but Derek,
Get the
should the son even want that though, Derek? That is the question that I'm asking,
well
Is that
well
something
I would say
the
this.
son should even want?
Well, I would say this. I think every child. One of the reasons why all these and I don't know how the programming is in the islands, but over here we have a whole bunch of court shows, and they do DNA testing on these court shows all the time, and all the children. It can be 30 years that went past. They always want to know their place of origin. Everybody want to know where they come from. And
Mm-hmm.
even if I know you ain't hitting on nothing, even if he finds out that this guy is a bum, he still wants to know, okay, well, that bum is my dad. That
Mm-hmm.
means something to people. I know who I my daddy would be, for instance, my mother passed in 2002, but my dad is still alive. I know who I am. But just think about unstoppable if half of you was ripped away and you didn't know you don't why do I look like this? Why do I have certain idiosyncrasies? Is this the stuff that some guy did I get this from him? People want to know these things. And so if the child at 16, and he's still kind of, you got to remember, he's a teenager, he's still impressionable. Now, if you at 30, it may be a little different, but I think even teenage kids, they still hold out hope that they can have a relationship with the father. So if the father was wise enough to go catch his son, maybe he can try to make up for some lost time. But I agree with you though, he don't went this long. He may be the type of son you never know. Once again, we have to talk to the son, so we don't know. He may be the type of he may be the type of child that say, "Well, the hell with him." But I would think 9 out of 10 children, I don't care how far long it's been separate, they still everybody wants to know their point of origin. Everybody wants to know who they are. I know Jimmy Williams is my dad, and I know why I'm the way I am. But just say, for instance, I never met him. I wouldn't know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
That type of thing. So that's pretty much all I want to say on Unstoppable. I know you got other calls and I got a little bit long winded. So thank you for taking my call
Thank
and
you for
good night.
calling in every time, man, Derek. Blessings to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so that right there was Derek C. Williams, people, and you can check him out over there on YouTube as well. He has a very awesome platform. All right, now listen, honestly, me no know. Maybe my mind just wired different, but if my father did abandon me as a child growing up and me reached 16, and my mother me see a struggle with me alone from baby to 16, yeah, well, me no want meet you now in a boss man, cause all of the hard work done. Carla, good night. You're live.
Hello.
Good night. What's up?
Hi, good night, Unstoppable.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. The one you have your
Okay.
heated tonight, like how it have me upset.
Yes. Okay, but I agree with the what do you call it, Derek? That's his name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because kids are curious, and I mean, being a teenager, it's a very tender age, and they want to know because sometimes they really dream. They want to know who their father is, wonder what my dad looked like, or wonder what my mom looked like. You understand me? They want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was the mom, I would not reach out to him. Like, okay, if the kids keep asking me, I would try my best. I would find him, but I would let the kid know, look, I'm doing this just because you want to know. But we have been together so far, we don't need him in our life,
Right.
but just want to know who he is. want him also to know that I'm not the one who is keeping his dad away from him. So I would do that. The other thing why I would call him is to let him be jealous, right? To see how much his son have turned into a wonderful young man, decent person of society. That's all. I would
And
not want.
the thing about it is, listen, I agree with you, I agree with you, right? The child may want to, but the only thing is the mother should make sure that she have the conversation, like you said, with the child, right? And so that the child don't think, listen, is the mother why I not know my father. That is the only important part there.
Exactly.
That is what the
Because,
child needs to know. Listen, I'm not the reason why your father is not a part of your life.
right. And kids, they're gonna know eventually. They're gonna know because he's gonna know that he's been there and his dad wasn't around, and it's not because of my mom. And from there, he's gonna make a decision not to keep him in his life.
Right.
And you see, me selfish, and me jealous, and me alone want to be proud of how me grow my kids, and you know how they come out. Me not share the proudness with nobody when they did it from the get go. So that is my take on it, and hope you guys have a great night.
All
And
right.
I'm happy to say I got my result today, and I'm finally COVID-19 negative.
Congrats to
Yeah.
that. Congrats to that. Happy to hear it.
So much.
100%. All right. Thank you for
Thank
calling in. All right.
you. Okay, bye.
Listen, listen. Mary, me see you write it a couple times. Say unstoppably, you still need to know your father. Mary, let me tell you this. Like I said, if I was the kind of man who I never knew my father growing up and I saw my mother struggling all by herself, and I reached the 16 years of age, that man would be a dead man to me. Me no want to know him. Because if him abandoned me for 16 years and didn't partake in my well-being as a child growing up, why at 16 me for one know him? No, I wouldn't care. Carla, good night, you're alive.
Yes, hi, good night, and good night to everyone. This is my first time calling in.
Thank you, thank you.
I have had a similar experience. However, I had given the father the ultimatum of signing a piece of paper and walking out of my child's life because he wanted nothing. I wanted nothing to do with him after my child was born. I was very clear as to what I wanted, and he took it upon himself to take me to court because he wanted full custody of my child. And the DNA was done and everything, and visitation was granted. However, when he picked up my child for the first time for a weekend, he kept her in two Pampers for the whole weekend and the same clothes. When he returned her to me, she was so badly chafed and dirty that he never saw her again. Never picked her up again because I decided I'm not going to allow him to do that to her. However, he was told to pay child support through the court, and he never came back to pick her up, never came back to see her, never wanted anything to do with her because I told him I didn't want him. And up until this day, my child is in her 30s, and this man still owe over $40,000 in back arrears. So sometimes when the father is not good for the child, you still try to get them to see the child because it's good to have that relationship with your father. I remember my first dance with my father at the age of 5, and it was a beautiful thing.
Carla, let me ask you a
So,
question. Let me ask you a question. You say your daughter now is over the age of 30, right?
correct.
Is her father still alive?
Yes.
What is
and in
the
prison.
relationship with? What is her relationship with her father now, presently?
She don't know him.
That's my point. And is she
But
interested in knowing him?
well, she saw his prison profile picture,
It's all like me, I forgot schedule you for your show, you know.
but that wasn't by choice. But that was
Oh
his
God.
choice.
Mhm.
And you see, every time we go to child support court, and he was only told to pay $20, and he couldn't pay it. So every time he show up, and the judge asked me what I want to do, I said lock him up. So I locked him up so many times that he just volunteered himself to prison.
Mm.
He should have signed it. You see, sometimes it's always good to walk away, to know when to walk away, as the song said, know when to fold, know when to walk away,
Mhm.
because you may not be a good influence. And he was not a good influence, but yet still I tried. But when you don't take care of my child, then
Mhm.
kiss her goodbye.
Right.
So this mother should have taken this man. When you said you only want the mother, you're a package. You created this child. You
Mhm.
helped to create this child.
Mhm.
So she should have taken his little butt to child support court long time ago. And then the court would have granted him visitation. It would have been up to him if he then wanted that relationship, if he wanted that visitation. If he slid to the ends of the earth, the visitation would have, the child support would have followed him.
Mhm.
So if he was scamming her by saying he's in America, that child support would have followed him. So she wouldn't have to do her investigation on her own.
Mhm.
She should have taken him to child support from day one,
So
instead of doing all of this and getting
do you think she should do that? No.
at the age of 16, the law, if he's in America and the child is in Jamaica, I don't know if the Jamaican law, because if she can't afford to send the child to university in America, if the child goes to college, then the child support extends to 23, well, at least in New York.
Mhm.
The child support extends to 23. I
Mhm.
don't know what it is in Jamaica if the child goes to university, but yes, she still can get some money, at least something out of this rough
Mhm.
pocket man.
Mhm. All right, Carla. Thank
So
you so
yes,
much.
and I do have a story that I want to tell you
Mhm.
with names in it to make public.
All right. Well, reach out to me tomorrow and we'll take it from there.
I sure will. So have a good night, everyone.
All right, Carla. Thank
Thank
you.
you for taking my call. Bye bye.
Blessings. Carla yesterday she have a story she want to share and she want expose names. Yeah, you know, no, that one you sound like, yeah, you know. Because as you don't know, normally we don't reveal names, you know, not even the person who share them story, we don't tell name. But the Carla you said, I want to reveal that somebody your name. Yeah, you know. Yes, we will be waiting on that one. Anyhow, people, thank you to everyone that has tuned in tonight. It is always a pleasure to have you here tuning in with the Unstoppable Show. All right, I want to remind everyone here that if you have an experience that you want to share, it is pretty simple to do. All you have to do is send me a WhatsApp message to the number on the screen, 876-420-3368. And the message just simply have to say, Unstoppable, I have a story, and I will give you a call back. It is that simple. All right. And sometimes, listen, it's good to let things off your chest. You know, sometimes it's not good for just have things back up on you and you don't have nobody to talk to. Sometimes you can reach out to Unstoppable and we will have 400 people like is here right now listening to listen to you and give you probably some advice or share their opinion. All right. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. But before me leave, officials, it is your time to march out right now. Let's get the officials marching out. See, Jackie know when a time for the march out start, you know. As soon as Jackie hear me start talking, Jackie start the march out, you know. So see it there. All of the officials start marching out right now. And the very first official to march out is Jacqueline Chang. And sorry. Jacqueline Chung. Jackie, you see me get it right? Jacqueline Chung. I got it. All right. Jackie said, "Me a pay for you pronounce my name right, Unstoppable. Please pronounce my name right." Jacqueline Chung. I said it right this time. So Jacqueline Chung marched out. All right. Tony Tough, I rock him golden VIP badge. All right. Kelly Unstoppable, blessings. Nama Miller, welcome to the Unstoppable Show. Welcome, Nama. All right. Negrita. Sorry. Negrita, I'm going to go back a while ago. Back in time. Negrita Unstoppable, blessings to you. All right, let's go. Where the rest of the officials? Kizzy Unstoppable. Yaman Jackie. Yaman Kizzy Jackie march out early. Sheldon Unstoppable. Natasha Moore. We say Friday Unstoppable. Well, I mean, I already have Friday show schedule already. So this Carla would not be for Friday, though, Natasha. But don't worry yourself. This Carla will be scheduled. She said she have a fear thing where she was share, so it's going to share. All right, Rosemary, bless up. Let's go. Audrey, go on. Good to see you, Audrey. Don Thompson, blessings. Delrose Holder, marching out with our badge. Remember now, if you have your badge beside your name, then you are an Unstoppable official. And once a year, officials march out, then it means that you need to send some flames in the chat. So all the officials start marching out right now. Sheldon Unstoppable, Araka VIP. Kizzy Unstoppable with our golden VIP. Mama Millie, big up yourself. Always good to see you. Kanika Wagwan. Natalia Grant Araka golden VIP. See it there. Denise Unstoppable still not gone over to VIP yet. But no worry yourself, Denise. Soon and very soon, you will be a VIP. Yes. Lola Bless. Hold on. Why is it the first time me I see? So Lola, you try to tell me, say, the whole entire show, Lola, you just sit down and wait until March out time for comment, because this is the first time I see you comment throughout the whole show, you know, Lola. But big up yourself, Lola, rocking our VIP badge. All right, Derek C. Williams, a march out with him VIP badge, same way, so. Yes, let's go. Who else? Lady B Unstoppable rocking our VIP. Sherms Unstoppable, no reach VIP yet, but no worry yourself, Sherms. Just a little while longer. All right, who else? Cammy Shades. A rocker VIP. Yes, see there. Who else? Where is the rest of the officials? Sharon Hansen rocking out our badge. Yes, see there. Who else? Officials, if you're there. Carmen Edwards. All right, then. Big up the whole of the official them. Dr. Mia Witta, big up yourself. All right, where the rest of the official them there? Lloyd Powell, big up yourself. Yes, see it now. Where the rest of the officials? Are the whole of the official them there? Roselle Powell, bless up. Zenobia Henry Unstoppable, big up yourself. Janine Unstoppable, of course, blessings. All right, Cammy Shades, me said that already. It look like the whole of the official them there. Yeah, Clara Duval, big up yourself. All right, so listen. If you want to become, no man, Maya Ellis, of course, big up to Maya, 100%. Bless up Maya Ellis as well, rocking out our badge. All right, Joanne Moore is also an official. Yeah, man, Sherms Unstoppable. Sherms say, I have no flames, I got hearts. All right, then, big up yourself, Sherms. All right, Joy, me see you, big up yourself, Joy. Rosie Unstoppable. Rosie, I rock out with hold on. Wait there, Rosie, I rock our VIP gold badge, you know, I want to know. Who can chat to Rosie? Rosie, I rock our VIP badge. Dan Thompson, big up yourself. Who else I rock them VIP badge? Who else? Kelly, Unstoppable, where is your badge? Kelly, where is your badge? And I'm waiting, and where is Aurora? And why Aurora not have our badge? I'm watching. Susie Unstoppable, big up yourself. All right. So it looks like everybody that all the officials done march out already. And I'm going to remind you, thanks to the persons who went over to the merch store. Today, a couple people went over to the merch store and got their merch. All right, so big up to everybody who went over to the merch store and got their merch. We have all kind of items over there on the merch store. So thanks to everybody who supports the Unstoppable platform in such a loving way. You are all appreciated. You understand? Whether you contribute to the show via Super Chat, whether you contribute to the show via PayPal, whether you contribute to the show by purchasing a merch, whether you contribute to the show by simply being here each show night Thank you so much. That is totally appreciated 100%. All right. I want to say thank you to Empress Paula for your super chat contribution. Once again, that is appreciated. Andrina Anthony, thank you so much. David Bartley, thank you. Gary Logan, thank you. Jacqueline Chung, thank you. Althea Jones, thank you so much. Menelva Unstoppable, Kerry Unstoppable, Carmen Edwards, Big Reese Unstoppable, Marie Swaby, and who else? All the super chat contributors, thank you so much. That is totally appreciated. Aurora, where you say you soon get your one soon, no worry yourself. Oral Blake, me no see Oral march out, but Oral big up yourself. Oral is also an Unstoppable official. Everybody, please have an awesome night, and I will see you all on Friday.
Want to boost traffic to your business or get more ears listening to your music? Don't know where to start? Let us help you. Advertise with Unstoppable Media and get noticed today. Contact us at 876-420-3368 or email us at xtrailplayer@gmail.com. That's xtrailplayer@gmail.com. Let us put you in front of our audience today.
See the music, 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 see the music.